recounting his harrowing experience after disaster nearly struck on the lake. But as Carl Winter tells us, good fortune and good Samaritans were on his side.
Nina, ice fishermen tell me this is the best ice they've seen in years. But that's no reason to get complacent. One local angler learned that lesson this weekend out here on Lake Winnebago and thankfully lived to tell the tale.
Brian Tetzloff says it started as a normal winter Saturday for him and his father-in-law, riding their side-by-side onto the ice. But then, out of nowhere, a hole appeared.
It's a foot thick of ice, so how are we supposed to know that's there?
Before they could stop, they tipped forward, the side-by-side and their legs plunging into the cold water.
You know, it's kind of scary, but stayed calm and were able to jump out, and then I was able to get up and save my father-in-law.
Tetzloff hurt his knee, but that was the extent of the injuries.
We're alive. That's all that matters.
And then help arrived.
Off in the distance, I could see what I thought was the ends of two tracks sticking out of the ice.
A Good Samaritan local fishing club secretary Mitch White had never met Tetzloff, but together with a few others, they pulled the vehicle out.
A rising tide lifts all boats, and if everybody's out there with that same kind of attitude, which I would say the majority of everybody is, it's all good.
The treacherous hole is now clearly marked, and the anglers say their story is a cautionary tale.
Anything can happen to anybody at any time.
I always try to go with a buddy, so that's very important. Never fish alone, especially ice fishing.
Tetzloff says the experience was humbling.
I could have lost all my gear, and I wouldn't have cared. You know, I was happy to be alive, be able to go home to my wife, and make sure everything else was good. So, yeah, you can say thousands of dollars would be at the bottom of the lake, but my life's worth more than that.
The fishermen say frigid weather this week has added a few more inches to the already thick ice. But as always, they say no ice is 100% safe, so be careful. On Lake Winnebago in the town of Black Wolf, Carl Winter, NBC26.